Welcome back to the back.
The rocks crack. Johnny Nitro.
Hey, Daddy. Welcome back to the KIRRA Wrestling Podcast. We're watching the rest of the 06 Royal Rumble, and we just had entrance number 16.
Yeah, I believe so. We're halfway through the Rumble. We got Johnny Nitro, soon to be John Morrison later on.
That's true. And we're joined by Mr. Ryne McNeill.
And he's back. For the first time.
We got Rhino.
To the tens of fans.
The trifecta is complete.
The tens.
And the tens. Oh, man.
Oh, I forgot about Carlito, man.
You see Tatanka in there, Ryan?
Carlito.
Tatanka is old school, man.
Yeah.
When I watched that first episode of Raw, I saw a promo with Tatanka in it for the Royal Rumble, ironically.
I always liked the sash around the trunks that he has.
Mm-hmm.
It's that gladiator style.
Yeah.
I love it.
Very cool. Very warrior-y.
Yeah, exactly. Especially get all the tassels down with the feet.
Yeah. I don't think he's got it in this match, but a lot of times he's got a streak of his hair dyed bright red.
That's right. Oh, another one. Oh, Tatanka's going up for a suplex.
Please be Viscera. Please be Viscera. Oh my God.
Oh. Trevor
Murdoch,
bro.
the meanest, baddest redneck wrestler.
Those chops, bro.
Yeah,
Jeez.
I know.
Dude needs to.
I kind of want to shave mine and just go to
There
it.
you go.
If you
Just
see
do
chops from us in the near future, you know why.
Trevor Murdoch is the answer.
'Cause
He also
Trevor is
he
the
looks
answer.
like a bottle of milk. He needs a tan.
it. Honestly, I think it's better that way.
Yeah.
That's that everyman style. You know.
It'd be more authentic if he had a farmer's tan.
I was
you know?
dude, if you really wanted to sell it, you really should have just gave him a really hardcore farmer's tan. Yeah, man.
You know what I really liked about wrestling back in this era was even all of the, the Royal Rumble's a main event, but it's not WrestleMania. But even the Royal Rumble, the whole stage layout, where they're coming out.
Yeah.
I miss the intricacies of that back in the day because now it seems like
It's just
they're
a really
similar
big screen.
yeah.
Same kind of thing over
Nowadays,
and over
That's cool.
They
I
have,
mean-
but the thing is it's a big screen right behind where the wrestler's coming out, but it's also the floor. The whole entire floor ramp thing is a screen.
That's cool.
And everything is a screen though.
See,
and it is cool, but
if you mixed that with that,
yes,
then holy shit.
Because this has got a whole gladiator feel going on. You're coming out with these doors
That's right.
yeah.
Yeah, the dudes are opening the doors
pillars
for
and
you.
The little, what are those things called?
The you say pillars?
Yeah, they had the pillars you see going up there,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
those little red flag deals hanging
Oh
off.
yeah, the kind of
Just kind of looks, like old Greek or Roman, Spartan kind of shit.
For those of y'all listening, Eugene has just entered the ring.
So I have a question.
Yes.
Do you guys think that the Eugene character would have held up this long?
No.
You don't think so?
No, not at all.
No, I don't.
I feel like it was a byproduct of this era, because
Yeah,
I'll one time I'll watch movies, from this era, and it's interesting in the short span of time from here to now that a lot of words and just shit's just not been very cool, and I definitely do not think. And here's another thing too: if Eugene, the legitimate wrestler, was actually disabled, then I almost feel it would be okay. And would go over better today.
I believe so, yes. But that's not to take away from Eugene, the wrestler, because
that's true. I'm not saying I'd prefer it that way. I'm just saying today's audience would probably be more receptive to it because Eugene, the guy who actually did wrestle as Eugene, was one, a pretty good wrestler,
wonderful
and
wrestler.
Two, you got to give props to the commitment to the gimmick
real.
because my
Seriously.
parents ran into him at an airport and he had those tights on, those tights right there with the white jacket. He had it on in the airport. That's commitment.
That's wonderful.
What?
We got another legend.
That's a legend, bro.
See, they have this running theme in Royal Rumbles, a lot of times where
Bring 'em
two
back.
or three random legends will show up. I think I mentioned this in the first episode, but Ryan, do you remember? I think it was WrestleMania 2008. Roddy Piper came out.
And it was him and Superfly Snuka.
Superfly Snuka, yes.
They had the stare down.
Yeah, I think they've done this.
Roddy was like half naked before he even got to the ring.
Yeah.
By the time he ripped that kilt off and threw his jacket and shit off, he was up there already almost naked.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, Carlito maybe going. Oh, Trevor Murdoch, is he going over? Oh.
Yeah, I don't think Trevor Murdoch's gonna last.
No, he's in. Oh, he's in.
Oh wow. Yeehaw.
Yeehaw. Carlito.
Attaboy.
God, dude, can you imagine how like bad your abs and stuff would hurt halfway through a match like this? Like you're
Oh man.
I mean, granted, these guys are obviously training their asses off to be in that kind of shape and stuff, but still.
Well, especially this one because you think about Triple H and
Mysterio.
They were 1 and 2.
Yeah,
Literally.
for real.
You know,
Like and Mysterio's still getting his ass handed to him in a corner over here.
literally
So
he's
it's
getting
like
picked up by two people, which to not get thrown off a rope like that, you kind of have to use your core.
because it's
almost
like
entirely.
A
because
lot
it's
of
like
core
obviously
strength,
like they're not like shoving you off completely, but it's like still it's like you still have to hold yourself and like
Rob Van Dam, the ECW
RVD,
legend.
I saw him on a boardwalk in Venice once. He was promoting a medical marijuana.
Yeah, he's got his own
dispensary.
like company now, I think.
I want to smoke RVD weed. What?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like
Rob Van Dam weed?
I'm pretty sure.
RV Dank, bro. I have.
Let's find out
He
what
goes
his.
by that. Did you know that?
Let's find out what his shit is and let's fucking smoke it.
He said I could call him that. No one else can call him that. That's a private joke. You can't use that.
So, quick question: what do you guys think is bigger, Carlito's hair or his ego?
Ooh, that's tough because doesn't Carlito have some wrestling royalty in his bloodline?
Yeah, I think Carlos Colon was his name.
I can't remember,
way
but-
back in the day.
But
And his brother, maybe his brother or his cousin Primo.
dude, so all things considered, though, considering the size of that fro, I'm gonna say the hair.
Yeah, I'd say so too. But I mean, well, if we're talking about his persona's ego,
Persona's ego. Well,
he spits in the face of people who don't want to be cool.
Who don't want to be
but what
cool?
if you're not cool though?
You get apple spit.
You
in your
get apple
face.
spit, bro.
Yeah.
But the best part is nobody else is cool.
Exactly. That's the best part.
So, Rob Van Dam has his own marijuana strain,
Oh, okay.
and he named it after one of his specials, and it's called Rolling Thunder.
Oh hell
No shit.
Yeah,
That is
you know which
probably
move
the
I'm
coolest
talking
thing
about?
I've learned this week.
yeah,
I know exactly what move that is.
yeah. He said he's been like doing like CBDs and stuff like almost his entire career.
Jeez. Shout out Rob Van Dam.
That's
dude.
what I'm saying. Let's get the hookup.
Well, shit, man. I mean, considering all the things that you could alternatively take to numb pain and inflammation, I think it was a smart choice.
For real.
So good for him, man.
So the guy that just came out, Orlando Jordan?
Yes, I almost said Bloom. That's an actor.
So you're a little far off.
Yes, Orlando Jordan. Yes.
So in my opinion, I think that this guy had a really solid, he's a really good wrestler,
Yeah.
and he had a great look to him. But I think that he kind of just got fucked because quickly after this, they paired him up with JBL and had him do like a thing where he was like JBL's like henchman or whatever.
Oh, really?
And then I don't really think that he did much after that.
I feel like the second you get the letter handed to you that is like, you are blah blah blah's henchman,
Sidekick.
you're kind of
Whatever.
you're on your way out.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Like that's
I mean,
like
you're like
I
on
feel like
that
that's
line,
like
man.
their last like.
Yeah.
'Cause
Either
you're
that,
easy-
either
'cause
that, or you're on
easily-
your way in because Gangrel had Edge and Christian as henchmen.
I guess that's true.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, I guess there are some exceptions to the rule there. Oh, we got another one coming in. What are we at? 20.
Chavo.
fuck yeah, Chavo Guerrero.
22.
Oh, we're at 22 now.
We're
okay.
at 22, bro.
Another wrestler very close to Eddie.
Ooh,
the
nice
late
dive
Eddie.
in there.
There was Rolling Thunder right there. Did you see it?
Yeah,
Chavo dives in.
I feel a little higher watching it.
Yeah.
Damn.
Oh,
What was that? The Gory Buster? Is that what he called it?
Oh, dude, nice. That's probably one of my favorite, just like, what would you call it? Just like technical high flying moves. I really
Here's the
enjoy that.
Three Amigos in honor of Eddie. Watch, see, notice everybody's just kind of standing there watching.
it's kind of cool. Yeah, like
very,
everyone's
very
kind
cool,
of
wholesome moment in the Royal Rumble here.
Yeah, that's awesome, man.
letting them get that in. That's cool.
That's,
Oh,
yeah.
they're gonna let him get a frog splash too?
I hope so.
He's up. He's up.
Yes.
I remember those EG wristbands, man. Those were. Oh shit.
Oh, Triple H,
Oh,
of
damn.
course.
The ultimate.
He just. Yeah.
The ultimate bad guy. Yeah, I just fucking ruined that for
There
you
goes
guys.
Benoit, and everyone loves Benoit again because he's kicking his ass.
He plays the heel so fucking good.
Dude, seriously.
He pushed him off and he goes, yeah.
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 That just happened.
I
Yeah.
just did that.
Yeah.
You don't like it? Suck it.
You don't like it?
Got two
Suck
words
it.
for you. Matt Hardy. Here
Oh,
we go.
yeah.
23.
Yes.
Nice. This was camouflage pants era, Matt.
That was probably. I'm not gonna lie. I think that's probably my favorite era, Matt Hardy.
Same. I mean, aside from like early Hardy Boys stuff,
Really?
because that's my shit all the way.
That's true. With him and Jeff together, that's.
I was a
pretty damn
big
great.
fan of Matt Hardy solo. You know what I mean?
For sure. I loved it. I loved his solo shit.
Yeah, because I mean, for a big portion of my childhood, like watching growing up, Jeff Hardy wasn't in it. You know what I mean? Because he had drug issues or whatever it was. I mean, he was kind of in and out of the WWE.
Yeah.
I think he made his one of his pretty well-known returns in like it was like 06 or 08 or something. But up until that point, I really had just watched Matt.
Man. Oh.
Celebrating too early.
Ooh.
Here comes the snapshot by Eminem.
Eugene in the corner there, just like not wrestling anybody, but was just kind of like
He's just kind of
scratching
hanging
his
out.
eyes, just like, I don't really know what's going on right now.
Kudos to that guy for playing it so well.
So dedicated.
God, yeah.
There goes Tatanka.
Damn, Tatanka was in there for
Good minute.
He was probably entrance number like 13 or 14, and we're on 24, 25.
Yeah, he did pretty good.
That's not bad for one of the legends because Road Warrior was out within like 2 or 3.
Yeah, dude, I didn't even notice he was gone. Jesus.
Psychosis.
Oh, is this super crazy? Oh my God. One of my favorite wrestlers of all time. Super
That
crazy.
flip.
So cool. Isn't it?
A-okay.
A-okay.
That is so
He-
smooth.
dude, anytime he does that shit.
Oh, and he's in, and bam.
Love Super Crazy. We definitely need to later on watch the ECW One Night Stand of 2006 because Super Crazy's in that too. And dude, anytime he's in the ring, he kills it.
Am I remembering wrong? But aren't like members of Psychosis like crazy? Super Crazy. Like, aren't they from ECW originally?
Psychosis came from WCW, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know about Super Crazy. Do you know anything, Ryan?
Not very much, no.
Oh.
Yeah, we're gonna have to check that out.
Have to do some research. I'll bring notes for next time. Gunning for the game.
Please be Viscera. I need Viscera right now.
I'm pretty sure he's in this one.
Oh, I know he is. He's big and purple in this one.
HBK.
Oh,
Jesus Christ, the
comes the
Heartbreak
boy.
Kid.
Damn.
I know Viscera's coming up soon.
I'm
I'm excited
I was
for
gonna say
him.
you're really pumped on Viscera.
I fucking love him.
Do you
Okay,
want
and-
to learn an interesting fact that I learned
Yes.
today? So there's a standing rule during Royal Rumbles usually that you don't want the stage to get crowded because then there's just too much going on.
Yeah, yeah.
You don't know what to follow.
And so this was like one of the few times that it ever happened to where there's actually this many wrestlers in the ring at the same time.
Yeah.
shit.
Okay.
Because ever since then, they try to keep it to like 5 or 6 max at a time in the ring.
There's like
So that way
9.
everybody can like, you're not watching 2 guys on the left side and then there's all this other stuff going on the other side.
Dude, yeah, there's 12 people in the ring right now.
Yeah.
I love how Shawn Michaels
Yeah.
just sold that Irish whip from Trevor Murdoch by front flipping into the fucking corner. What did I just say like 5 minutes ago out in your
Dude,
backyard?
he's just,
HBK is one of the best sellers like ever.
you know what, to me too, dude, he's low key athletic.
Oh,
He's
absolutely.
a looking very athletic person. It's like you look at him, I don't know. It's like you don't, I don't know. I don't like initially think like,
I mean, especially in these days, he was a lot older.
oh yeah.
I mean,
So I mean, if you look at him, he looks kind of stiff, you know. But I mean, been doing it for years. Here's Chris Masters.
This fucking
Master
guy.
Law.
To me, this was like the if Bobby Lashley is yin, then Chris Masters is yang. You know, they both came in at the same time, and they were both big, puffy, muscled out.
They're like the
motherfuckers,
same body type.
basically.
Yeah.
And I'm a way bigger fan of Lashley.
Yeah, for sure. And I remember HBK and Masters actually had a feud back like a year ago, like in 05.
Oh, okay.
Not a year ago from now, but a year ago from this Royal Rumble.
Yeah,
yeah. And yeah, I remember like I hated that dude as a kid.
Yeah.
I hated it.
I also despised him.
He was a great heel in that sense because he played like he was like a Lex Luger 2.0 kind of.
I remember thinking because his submission move was the full Nelson,
The master lock, yeah.
but it was just a
The
full
unbreakable.
Nelson.
Bobby Lashley was the first to break it, I believe.
Like I remember like seeing it and just like
I guess
We ought to we'll do some research
Fact
after
check it.
this. Yeah.
But it's like I remember seeing that stuff. Like I'm watching it. Like I mean, it doesn't really seem that bad. And then one of my older brothers put me in one, but like put me in it.
yeah.
And I went, oh, this does hurt.
Yeah.
This does hurt
sucks.
really bad.
That's
Well, you know, in like classic Greco-Roman wrestling, a lot of times they tell you if you don't want to get locked up, keep your chin down.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the whole point of a full Nelson is to shove your chin down
into your
fucking.
chest. There he is, your boy,
Viscera. Here we go, showing up in an all-purple silk
looking
suit.
like a big grape.
I'm sorry.
Was this the moment where he was because clearly he's not Big Daddy V, right?
No. Big Daddy V was he came. I want to say in 2008.
Okay.
Big Daddy V.
Like this is Viscera morphing into Big Daddy V, but not quite yet.
This is pre Big Daddy V.
My
he's
favorite
a
part.
caterpillar in bloom, right?
My favorite part is when you
Yes,
watch him
a
wrestle.
very large caterpillar.
He's so like big and like kind of slow and shit.
Yeah.
It's
Especially
always
in that
cracks up when you
purple.
watch. It's like people are like, they're hitting him with the moves, but he's just like way too big and slow to sell it.
Yeah.
Like-
Oh my God.
He's doing
So-
that
I already know what happens here, but guys, just pay attention to what happens to Matt Hardy.
Oh no, where is he?
Uh,
Oh no. Oh, dude, that move is so like. When you think about it, that move is so irresponsible.
Absolutely, and
Not
That
just because
is
it looks like it's a dude.
questionable.
You know, it does. It looks questionable to say this, but can you imagine?
and then Matt Hardy gets up holding his butt.
rip Matt Hardy's lower back.
Ugh.
Yeah, dude. Like,
Viscera has just blown Matt Hardy's back out.
yeah, dude. If that was my back, It would snap like a freaking cracker, dude. It would. Oh, and there goes Matt Hardy over the edge.
So,
Big Daddy V.
I was going to say earlier about Chris Masters, one of the things that made me hate him the most is, you know, when there's like an influx of wrestlers on the roster, a lot of times if they need tag teams, they'll put some oddballs together. Mm-hmm. So way back when, I don't know if either of you remember, but Chris Masters was paired up with Carlito, and they were a tag team for a while.
Oh, really?
Yes, Chris Masters and Carlito, and I
remember this.
hated them so much.
That's a great tag team of hate. By the way,
Shelton
Shelton
Benjamin.
Yeah, and
Yes,
accompanied
dude.
by his
25.
mom.
Yeah.
I loved Shelton Benjamin's mama.
I forgot about that angle.
I've always liked Shelton Benjamin, honestly. Like he's always
Killer
like super
wrestler.
smooth.
Yep.
He's quick.
He's agile as
Yeah,
fuck.
like it's cool
I
watching.
love when he does the vertical jump all the way up to the turnbuckle.
Mhm.
dude, we still got like 12 or 13 people in that ring, dude. That's crazy. Like you said, like
because they
I've never seen that
usually
many in there.
because now like they usually have to send out one big dude
Yep,
that comes in and cleans ring
that's right.
Yeah.
and clears everybody out and gets down to like 2 or 3 and then he gets thrown out, so it can move on. Oh, you heard that pop?
Yeah.
It just sounded like it was a giant pop.
So I want to say Viscera became Big Daddy V whenever they brought ECW back in 2008. So like it was kind of like his version of becoming extreme,
Has at this point in time had WWE acquired ECW
Oh,
yet?
Gold
Yes,
Dust.
I think like Ryan, you might have to check me on this. I don't know if you know, but I'm pretty sure Vince McMahon bought ECW and WCW at the same time.
He
I
bought.
think so.
He bought like a few different ones at the same time. Most of
Like
them,
AWA and
like,
stuff
yeah, like
too,
most
like-
of them, like he kind of let them keep their own, like name, but they all became under his
Yeah, like
the McMahon umbrella.
exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
Because if he would have tried to change the branding, it would have, been detrimental. Because honestly, some argue that the ECW, I should call it the WWE's ECW,
Yeah.
is kind of a letdown compared to ECW when it was just
Yes,
ECW.
with a few exceptions though. Like One Night Stand in 2006. I'm never gonna shut up about that pay-per-view. It's so good.
See, we're gonna have to watch it early to shut him up. About
Definitely
Do
need
it.
to watch that.
Driving me fucking crazy.
I am voting that is our next episode. But no, in 2008, that's not when they acquired ECW, but that is when they decided to try to make it another brand. So like they tried to make it like there's Raw, there's SmackDown, and there's ECW, the other brand. You know what I mean?
Because ECW was like the cousin that like throws rocks at cars that go by.
Yeah.
Where Raw and the rest of them were like your younger brother that just kind of hangs out and messes around in the house. But I do want to give Gabe his props and my respect. Big Daddy V was 07 to 08.
Wow.
Nice.
You had that dead on.
Hell yeah.
And it's exactly when
Sorry about that.
ECW.
Yeah, they needed an influx of extreme wrestlers. They brought back Balls Mahoney back then. Super cool.
Yeah.
He was a part of it for a while. I don't know if you guys remember that vampire dude. What was his name? Not Gangrel, but like 2008. Vampire dude.
Vampiro.
I have no idea. The only
I'm gonna
one,
have to
the only
check
one
that
I
out.
can ever think of
He
is
had
Gangrel.
another gimmick that I think he did after the vampire thing, which was like supposed to be an anti-Undertaker gimmick. So he looked and acted like the Undertaker, but he was in all white, and he was like the angel guy. Very long, like short-lived
remember this.
gimmick.
Yeah,
I was about to say, I
yeah.
think it was like a
Extremely short-lived. By the way, Goldust is in the
And
ring.
there goes Viscera.
and Masters and Carlito
Yep.
threw
There they are.
Viscera over.
Oh,
And there
Carlito
goes
turns his back
Masters.
on
And
Masters.
Carlito turns on Masters. Beautiful. He looks and goes.
Typical Carlito.
and then you
fashion.
got Gold
And
Dust.
goes, yeah, he's just setting him. He's like, I'm sorry, man.
He is one of my
I don't know what to tell you, man."
favorites. I always loved Gold Dust, dude.
Oh, absolutely.
My favorite post I ever saw said that Gold Dust's in-ring power was homophobia.
Oh,
Absolutely, it was.
oh no, dude.
How to make everybody in the 90s and 2000s hate you.
Oh god.
How to make everybody a little uncomfortable, get a little weird.
Dude, Carlito, dude, I would hate to be in that position. Even if. Oh.
Shattered Dreams is the name of that move.
Yep.
Oh, there goes
Oh, and there
Goldust.
goes.
Well, what a. Oh my god.
Yeah, that was horribly sold.
Oh my god. It was like the lightest kick ever, and he went flying over those ropes.
Carlito
dude.
gets it in the nards, and then Gold Dust goes over.
Yep. Oh, and there's
Randy Orton
And yes,
eliminates
oh, man,
Orlando
dude.
Jordan. That
Randy
rhymes.
Orton before he got all the rest of his tattoos.
Yeah.
dude, yeah, that's
Just
that's
had the
old school.
tribal
He was
stuff.
just too tattooing it.
So
He was looking at RVD like, do we? And he's like, well.
Well,
fun little fact about Orton's tribal tattoos. So he actually, when he went to go get those tattoos done, he literally told the artist, I want Goldberg's exact tribal tattoo.
oh wow.
And
That's
he was quickly talked out of it. They were just kind of like, yeah, you don't want to do the exact same thing as another guy. Not only in normal life, but as a wrestler, you know,
absolutely.
Not even just because you're a wrestler, but just like as a general rule.
Yeah.
Like, hey, some really famous guy and his famous tattoo, I'm gonna go get that. It's like getting a Mike Tyson face tattoo.
Yeah,
and it's like,
very much
especially
like
it's like if you're of anybody that you could copy, you're gonna take it from Goldberg.
Hey, I think
like Goldberg is a league of his own.
Exactly.
Right, and I think he's Randy Orton's
everyone will know
favorite,
that.
which is kind of why he wanted that. But
I remember when I was a kid, when it was the Cox Convention Center, right?
Yeah.
And I think it was when WCW was still alive, and it was when it was like right in the beginning of Goldberg's like professional like TV career.
Yeah.
And he came out, like the music started, 'cause, you know, his music was just like the bum, like,
yeah,
man, I don't remember how old I was, but I just remember like it felt like an out of body experience for a minute.
Oh, dude.
Dude, he was my favorite, man.
Oh man, that would be so cool.
Like he'd stand in those sparks.
Yeah,
like, blowing the
Goldberg
smoke
was
out of
just
his mouth. I was like, yeah,
just so devastating. And if
I
you
can't imagine
if you watch WWE over the years, they have continuously tried to repeat that same gimmick with lots of wrestlers. We're going to try to make you the new Goldberg, you know.
Yeah.
Lashley was in that pool.
Yeah.
Ryback is in that pool.
Do you remember
not the same look, but Umaga was sort of in that pool because of the undefeated shit.
Do you remember that joke character they made?
Yes.
It was like
Billberg or
Billberg or something.
I don't remember this. Oh, what? Vince McMahon is in the Royal Rumble?
What?
Oh, what the hell?
Is he really?
I don't recall this.
Oh, no. This is so... Okay, I know what this is. It was either the same year or the following year. Vince and Heartbreak Kid were feuding. And
that's right. Remember?
You remember when it was Shawn Michaels and
God
versus Vince McMahon and Shane McMahon?
This
is leading up to that.
Oh, okay. So this is building
Yes.
okay.
So
Because that's hilarious. Because by the way, as like ridiculous as that whole premise is, and the fact that they went with it is ridiculous, that is hilarious.
Hilarious. It's genius too. It's just like make it a triple threat match,
Yep.
but also give Shawn Michaels God as a partner.
Yeah, because he was because Shawn Michaels was at that point a born again Christian, and Vince McMahon's like, you know what, we're gonna use that.
Yeah,
and I'm gonna wrestle God.
It was another way to make Vince look like the worst person on earth.
Which Vince plays that part so damn well. It's fantastic.
Do you guys want to know another fun fact I learned today?
What's that?
So during Royal Rumbles, right?
Oh shit!
Anybody at all can enter the ring, and if you're a contestant and you're participating in it, anybody can enter. Anybody whatsoever, which made it to where they could do this to Shawn Michaels.
Where Shane came in and pushed him over.
Anybody can hop in the ring and throw you out, and if your 2 feet touch the ground after you go over the top, you're out.
So you can be eliminated by people that aren't even
Doesn't
a part
matter.
of the
You
ring.
could literally have a
Doesn't
crazy
matter.
fan decide to get up and run into the ring, and if he affected that match in any way, it would, or he or she, it would literally be like, nope, you're out now, dude.
Yep.
That's the new plan.
For real.
And the wrestler we were talking about is Gilberg.
Gilberg.
That's it right there.
Okay.
What did I say, Billberg?
I
Bill-
didn't remember what it was either.
That sounds like a show on
So
Fox.
next time I see Gilbert. Gilbert.
Yes. I wonder if somebody somewhere has like a vintage Gilberg shirt.
Oh, dude,
That would be hilarious. Triple H, RVD, Rey Mysterio, Randy Orton.
That's a hell of a Final Four.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because this is, literally the last 4. And Triple H is dead.
Yeah, and keep in mind, I believe Randy Orton was like number 30.
Yeah, Randy Orton had the last. That's why in that skit in the first half, he
Yes.
was all grinning because he had the best number.
He said, "You're screwed."
And he went to Triple H. Yeah, well, you're screwed.
So it looks like RVD and Rey Mysterio are teaming up.
Against Triple H and Randy Orton.
Which, God, I wish that was like a constant tag team.
That would be, oh my
Could you
gosh, the
imagine
tag
that? Them
matches
two
you
as a
see.
tag team? Oh, it'd be
Because
so
it's kind of
good.
like 2 high flyers and because
The teamwork.
Oh, wow.
Double leg drop.
Wow, that's pretty dope. He's like, do it again on this motherfucker.
Rolling Thunder. Oh, wonderfully set up.
Could you just imagine just watching them two do this
All
every
the time.
week, defending a tag team title together? Like,
That would have been
That's
fantastic.
I'd be all about
Dream
it.
Team. So I'm sure they've done some kind of tag matches
They've
together.
had to.
RVD, no!
We should totally
that's
start
the-
a
I would
thing where
just
it's
go
like
over.
Dream Team. Who would you want to
Oh,
be a tag
absolutely,
team?
yeah.
You know, like a solidified tag team.
Absolutely.
And RVD is over the edge. After
Oh, shit. Who eliminated him? I missed it.
Rey Mysterio by accident. I think he got shoved into RVD when he was on the ropes, and
Yeah,
Pushed
Triple
him
H
up.
I think shoves Mysterio into him. The second they let Triple H go heel is when they won.
they
To
won.
me, like the whole babyface Triple H never worked to me.
Nah, it's kind of
Like the second they were like, "Look, you just do your thing,"
and now right
and
now
he just
they're
instantly becomes like just like staple.
and now they're double teaming Rey Mysterio.
Yeah, everybody attacked the little guy.
You gotta get on the little guy, but just sets him up for a
Double DDT. And Randy Orton, by the way, also a wonderful heel.
oh,
Yeah.
absolutely,
For
yeah.
sure.
This was like right before that promo that he did. Like Randy Orton did a promo with Ray saying that Eddie like is in hell and shit.
Oh wow, I forgot
Yeah,
about
like,
that.
A little distasteful, but wonderful heel playing as
And
Randy
if I
Orton.
remember correctly, Randy did not want to do that. But Mysterio said that, hey, yeah, do it.
Set him up for a double 619.
Double 6-1. Bam.
Ooh. I couldn't fathom just how wore out him and Triple H probably are.
Oh, dude,
yeah.
that's
like every time you stand up, that's just got to be so much more just.
And Randy Orton's fresh as all hell.
Yeah.
I mean, he just came out.
yeah.
It's kind of cool though. Like Randy Orton's been in there so long. It's like, you know, they started him babyface, and then they
Yeah.
take him to heel,
Yep.
and then he goes kind of back to babyface after a little while for a minute, and then kind of goes back heel.
Honestly, when
he's
he
kinda
was in
better as a
DX
heel.
with HBK, even though they were doing a lot of bad shit, they were heel or they were baby faces. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah, that's true.
And then he gets with what was it, Evolution?
Mm-hmm.
I think as soon as Evolution started, it was just like, okay, it's the bad guys. It's the new version of the Four Horsemen.
Uh-oh. This is like the set. That's the setup. And nope. RK no.
I always love those
Spine
RKO out of
buster.
nowhere memes.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like, those are my favorite.
So the signature move by Triple H, that spinning
Spine
spine
buster.
buster, dude, one of my favorite moves of all time. It's just so cool looking.
It's a
The
good
little
looking
turn
move.
he does on one foot.
Oh. Oh, another spine buster? Nope. He's just trying to pick him up, throw him over the. Oh! Oh! A
There goes Triple
reversal.
H. A little, like a kind of a version of a Hurricane Rana, only around the ribs.
Yeah.
I don't know what you'd call that.
Triple H. He's just,
What?
are you kidding me?
What? What do you mean?
What?
I can't breathe.
Oh my god.
That'd have been funny if Mysterio like flipped him off just then. Like,
That'd be great. And
Down
now
to
it's
Orton and Rey Mysterio.
that's beautiful set.
Yes.
That
because
is-
of that promo. Huh?
Oh, that doesn't.
So he's not eliminated here.
no, yeah.
But Triple H wanted to be the ultimate heel, so you know.
Got to drag him out of the ring and then throw him into the stairs and then throw him back in the ring.
You know, classic heel move.
Classic
go,
heel
Randy.
move. Very
Go
good
ahead.
stuff.
Take the
Now
win.
he's jacked up, being thrown in the stairs. There you go. You finish him.
There you go. Now you're gonna
Randy Orton
RKO
with a
the.
very suspicious look on his face.
Yeah, you don't go up to a guy who's face
That's a very
down
sus look.
and then make that face. You don't. That's not. You don't.
While breathing very heavily.
Very.
I'm gonna pin him.
And looking at the audience like, yeah, I'll do it.
Pull him out.
I'll do it right now. Damn. Number 30 against number 2.
I love this next sequence of moves that they go through to give Ray that that underdog kind of. It's so cool here.
What?
See,
Oh,
you
get
throw the little
over
guy
the
up
shoulder,
your
over the shoulder, and grabbing the ropes.
Oh, there it goes.
And there it is.
Look at the look at Randy Orton right here. Look at his face.
Oh my god. Dude, I love it, dude.
Just utter shock.
Those it's all in the face, man.
Yeah.
It is all in the face. I can't believe it.
And this begins Rey Mysterio's road to WrestleMania 22, where he meets Randy Orton and Kurt Angle in a triple threat match for the heavyweight championship.
Oh.
And I'm not telling you who wins, but you can just guess.
It's Rey Mysterio.
I think POD actually played live in that.
Yeah, they do.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I
for his
remember that
intro.
now. Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be so cool. Get somebody to use one of our songs as an intro, and then you get to go play live
Oh,
their
dude.
entrance. Like, that'd be so
Yo,
cool.
WWE, hit us up.
Hey, we're here.
You know, dude.
I mean, if they're gonna use Peter Gabriel as a fucking, like, come on, he did the whole big time for WrestleMania 22. If you're
Yeah.
gonna pick Peter Gabriel.
Yeah, dude. Like, can we be honest? Can we be honest for a moment? Because this is our fucking podcast, and we can say whatever we want on this podcast.
Wait, we can?
We can say whatever the fuck we want. Some wrestlers' entrance music sucks,
Oh yeah.
and even the wrestlers hate it. So holla at your boys, get you hooked up with some ring music that you
If you're
dig.
an indie wrestler out there trying to make it,
You-
trying to just kill shit, you know, and you want a badass intro, hit us up.
Hit it up.
Holla at your boy.
Let us know. We'll hook you up.
And so now that the Royal Rumble match is over, we actually still have a couple matches.
Oh yeah.
I
Nice
forgot that
big
this
main
wasn't the last
events.
match.
Yeah,
Is
I thought. Is there only one match left, or is there two?
I think two. It could just be John Cena
I
and Edge, but there may be someone
I
else.
think it's just John Cena and Edge to end it.
Damn.
By the way,
Because it's a title match, so they
Yeah,
get
yeah,
like
yeah.
a full.
30-minute match.
Yeah, it's like it's a long one.
Okay, now we have just regular featured advertising. I miss like some of these early Raw episodes. The WWE has their own commercials, their own advertising.
Yeah.
so cool.
It would crack me up,
Promoting
dude.
like the new toys or like the next pay-per-view.
Or like Saturday morning shows and Ico Pro.
Yeah.
You know, you gotta want it. You gotta want that diarrhea. Okay, now Mickey James, as we talked about last week, is all
You remember
up.
this story?
I think
stalker
I think it's
thing.
their match, and then it's the main event.
No, they already.
Oh,
had
did
their
they already
match.
do? Okay,
Yes,
yeah.
Trish was
She was
a
a-
guest referee, and it was Mickey James versus Ashley. Do you remember
Yeah.
Ashley?
Yeah, I
that's
do.
right.
Rest in peace.
So
She's a killer women's wrestler.
I have such a divide in the women's wrestling, like as far as like WWEF, whatever.
WWE.
So like, I've never once thought that women can't do it. It's never been a
Right,
thought in my
right.
No.
mind ever, honestly.
No.
I think the women in like this era and before then got super screwed because it was just all like
Ratings. You were trying to get
you gotta,
ratings,
you
so
gotta,
you
you
weren't.
gotta look,
Yeah.
you gotta be hot, you
At
gotta look
some
hot.
point, it became less about the women's ability to wrestle,
Yeah, at all.
to wrestle,
Yeah.
and then more about just sexualizing them.
Exactly. But I was
Yeah.
watching this video on YouTube, and do you guys remember Finley?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
I want to fight. You know that
Yeah.
guy.
My name is Finley.
He's an Irish
I don't
guy,
remember
right? Yeah.
what year he started doing it, but they put him in charge of the Divas division,
Okay.
and he like I was watching this video and like he like pretty much told all of them it was just like, I don't care about your looks. Like, you're gonna wrestle just like every man here wrestles.
Nice.
Like, you're gonna do it.
Nice.
Because it's like nowadays, like you watch it, it's like they still have to have that. Oh my God, she's
so
so
And,
hot.
hey, a lot of them want to look like that.
But you watch them now,
but yeah.
like the athleticism of them now, like dude, they're insane. Like they're doing backflips like it's nothing.
Yep.
So yeah,
Like,
because this is like
it's
a,
like
It's real wrestling.
hopping
now,
around
you know?
like just on the ropes, and it's like, dude, like
this is like the
I wish they
end
would
of
have. I
that
wish they would have
era
pushed that more because it felt like
Yeah.
Lita was like the only one
who could
in
actually
this era that
technically-
was like, I'll hop up on the top rope and I'm gonna
Yeah.
do a backflip and kick you in the face.
There
Like,
was,
Victoria?
There was always
Victoria,
like a
that's very
handful.
true.
There was
Yeah.
always a handful
But
of
yeah, it's
wrestlers
like-
that were.
But I've
that
always
were
It's
really
2 to
good.
3 to 4 maybe, but then the
Yeah.
rest of them like let's be honest but respectful.
the
Like
rest
what?
of them, they
Were
kind of
they
give
wrestlers or were they models?
Yeah.
Yeah, where there were some female divas that were more models than they were
Yeah.
wrestlers,
Yeah.
and I could
And
that
doesn't
isn't.
go without being said. A lot of the male wrestlers were that way too.
I mean,
Well,
for sure.
absolutely,
That's like they
yeah.
came from
I
the
mean-
bottle building. They built bottles.
Yeah,
No, I'm just
yeah.
kidding.
like characters like Masters, like 70% of his character is just him
Being
just
a bulky,
looking good,
being
like
some
yeah,
good looking bulking dude. Like
Right.
that's
Exactly.
80% of that character.
So yeah, like
The other 20 is him putting people in a full Nelson.
Right.
which when he would just put someone in that and just like
Yeah.
Then you gotta
drag
turn
them
that-
around.
You gotta turn that back to the camera so they can see all your back muscles. You know. Like,
Did you see that?
Edge's face up there when he's.
But,
What the
yeah,
hell?
Wrestlers like Trish Stratus. You said Victoria.
Trish,
Um,
Victoria.
Of course, Mickey James, Ashley, Beth Phoenix.
Don't-
Those are all wonderful, very talented wrestlers. But there were a handful back in the day that were just. It wasn't about their ability to wrestle.
and I feel
At
like, I
all,
feel like most
yeah.
of them kind of got handed like the brawler style of wrestling, where it's just a lot of fists, a lot of
Yeah.
elbows, a lot of running bulldogs.
leg
Yeah,
drops.
Nothing really spectacular.
like nothing like holy shit, but it's like you watch any of them now and it's like
A Divas moveset.
man, they're doing stuff that like Rey Mysterio and these guys during this day were doing,
Yeah.
and they're doing it and just nailing it.
Every time I watch it, I don't know whether to laugh or cringe. like they literally did. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna have sex
We're gonna fuck
on
camera.
the middle of the ring.
the ring.
I almost
This
said on
is
stage, but
PG era, so it was.
And then
even
you're-
though it's 2006, they're still pushing like it's
Yeah.
2000, and they're like, "Let's make this as bad as we can."
yeah, dude,
You
for
know?
sure. And but granted, when I was watching this growing up, and Lita gets FU'd on Monday Night Raw,
Yeah.
I was loving that.
Losing your fucking mind.
I was because he's like he just freaking suplexed Lita, you know.
By the way, I wish they would bring that back, and I think there's rumors that they will.
What Rated R Superstar or who?
Mixed wrestling.
Yeah,
They've banned it. So like, there's no.
They've banned it.
Yeah, there's no
China
men
ruined
versus
it.
women in wrestling now. But I
RIP.
think they're bringing it back, which I am a
RIP.
fan of. You know, let the women fight the men because
yeah.
shit.
Because those are
I
not
always
because
love-
like
they're not
ones
normal
like
men.
Beth Phoenix, like
Yeah.
she was.
Yeah, Beth Phoenix.
She
would
was not
fuck
weak.
the guy up.
Yeah, like, she was not a weak
What
person.
I love is seeing a woman like just whoop some asshole. You know, like
Because it opens up more, what would you say, colorful shit that can happen in the ring. You know,
sure.
when like
and
literally
it's an upset. It's the same thing as like a little guy versus a big guy. You know what I
exactly.
mean?
It's got the same kind of David Goliath kind of thing going, and like it's a perfect little turn or a swerve or whatever when like man and man are going up, but then like the female wrestler comes up and like helps. You know, like it's a cool
Right.
little twist you can throw in at any moment too.
As
So it
long
kinda
as
opens it
it's
up.
not like her stepping in to help you, it's just she just runs in and low blows the dude.
or
It's like,
go,
that's not creative.
or like
Great.
that cliche where it's like, you know,
Oh, look at these.
hey, I'm a suggestive woman.
Check these
woman, come look at me. And then the guy's like, and then they gets taken out. You know,
So, out of all the very, very, very many matches that Edge and John Cena partook in, this is the one where John Cena comes out on a fucking spaceship,
Dude.
blowing fog everywhere and shooting confetti guns into the crowd.
I gotta say, man, like going back to what Ryan was saying earlier, the entrance pageantry like that, like.
Wait, yeah. Tell me where you're gonna see this again,
Dude, like,
real.
when has that happened on a pay per view for WWE? I know it's not a pay per view, but like, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But like, has that happened for WWE in the last 5 to 10 years?
Probably not.
Like, dude, well, come on. Like, this is. I mean, I don't know if it's just like too like. I don't know
Like
if
they,
it's too
they always
expensive
pull
or some
that out
shit.
like
But like,
WrestleMania. They always pull that stuff out.
Right.
but they used to like.
I feel like they don't do like these in between ones like that anymore.
And
Like,
I
'cause
love how it
WrestleMania is-
leads all the way to the ring. So he just kind of hops down into the ring.
Yeah, dude, like that's some production, man. And like, I remember, I think it was WrestleMania 21. There were some kind of entrances like that too for the Undertaker. I think it was Shawn Michaels,
Yeah,
maybe. But like,
Undertaker always has like a
like
super dope. Just
every time you're just like, yeah, that's why he's the Phenom.
that's why
you know.
he's the Undertaker.
For
You know.
sure. Undertaker's entrance is the most dramatic entrance just of all time. It's like watching a movie.
It is.
Watching
It
I
is.
even liked the American Badass era.
Yeah,
Dude,
that
me too.
song
I'm
you're gonna pay.
Such a fucking fan of the badass.
Dead
the American
man
Badass.
walking.
And he came out to Limp Bizkit too.
Oh yeah, I did
There was-
rolling.
Before that was Kid Rock. It was the
Yes.
kid. It was the Kid Rock, Sad but True.
Yes,
Oh,
he came
American
out to
Badass
Kid
or
Rock.
something like
Yes.
Yeah.
That,
Yeah.
that was like prime motorcycle.
But yeah, like that
Taker,
was
right?
that. I think it started with that, and then it flipped to the Limp Bizkit one.
Was it Big Evil or American Badass that had the Limp Bizkit intro?
Say again.
Ooh, I think it was.
'Cause-
I think it was American Badass was Limp Bizkit. I think Big Evil was.
Earlier, right?
Yeah, I think.
So yeah, because like
No, Big Evil was
Was it?
after he brought the American Badass gimmick in, because Big Evil's part of the American Badass.
okay, see that's what I was
Oh,
kind
You
of
know what
like.
I'm saying? So like when he first came out as the American Badass, it was neither Kid Rock, Limp Bizkit, or the "Y'all Gonna Pay." It was like
What was it again, Gabe? What was it again?
"Gonna pay,
Okay,
gonna
just making sure.
pay."
Y'all gonna pay. There's no
Hey, you know the part in the song where he's like, "But badasses always
kicking ass all down.
fucking."
Does he say? What does he say? Does he say kicking ass all day?
all the time?
All dance?
I don't know.
Because it sounds like he says like did all dance. He's like all dance.
We'll have to check.
You're like
that too.
what? Dude, I was joking to Madison too. I was like, that's the most testosterone laden lyric I've ever seen in my life.
Yes.
You know, nice guys. It said they always finish last, but badasses
Always kicking ass.
always kicking it. Betty, you just shit on me, basically. Oh,
Betty.
that's rough. Jesus. And don't just pretend like nothing happened. I heard it. I heard the pop, and there was a delay, and then
a stank.
a stench.
Everyone, please ignore what Dax is saying. We are glad to have Betty as a part of this podcast.
I mean, I am too, but
Staple.
just don't shit on me.
we love her farts. There's nothing wrong with Betty.
You guys are ridiculous.
Jesus.
Look,
Look at the confetti.
I
all over
was
the
about to say,
ring.
like, it's still got confetti in the ring.
Yeah.
It's a so it smells so bad.
I'm not getting any of it.
I know you're not, because it's right here. It's a cloudo shit in front of my face.
You know what I'll always give Edge the props on? The what do they call it? The veteran mindset. Like he's always good at taking advantage of like when he did just then, where he rolled himself out of the ring so Cena couldn't come after him again, and then pulled his feet out from under him.
Okay.
Like just like the little shit like that. Like
Yeah.
Ultimate
he's
heel
like,
plays.
like those little kind of cheap little moves that he'll throw in
Yeah.
here and there, but it's very Eddie Guerrero reminiscent.
Kind of gives you the yeah, like you said, like it's a heel move. It's also kind of like a dirty player move.
Yeah,
you know what
yeah.
I mean. So even if
You're
you're not
just
a
like
heel,
right,
that.
just like that. Yeah.
Yeah, grabs the
that
ring.
shit.
He's like, I'm gonna go sit. Hey,
Come back out, catch your breath,
Edge.
make him come to you.
And the leader's like, oh my god, babe, are you okay?
Yeah,
like,
get
did
distracted
he,
by the leader.
Did he hit you in the face? Is my corset distracting? I'm so.
You know it is.
every part of Lita is
Because I
distracting.
know
I'm
it
just
is.
gonna
it
say
is.
Oh, use Lita as a shield.
Yes.
Perfect idea.
And she's like, you're not gonna do it. And then he shoves her into him.
Speared into the steel steps.
I feel like Edge's
Damn.
head went into the steel steps.
I know.
Yeah.
That sound came before Cena hit the steps.
He's like, I got you. I got you.
you.
Start slurring. I got you. Start slurring. I got you. Wait, why am I doing that? Dude, I got you. I got you. Wait, why am I doing that? Start slurring. I got you. Start slurring. I got you. Wait, why am I doing that? I got you. I got you. Start slurring. I got you. Wait, why am I doing that? Wait, why am I doing that?
I think in this year or maybe a little bit after, Triple H was in a triple threat match with Edge and Cena, and it was killer. Does anybody remember that?
I
Kind of.
I'm sure we will get to it in this wonderful podcast you're listening to.
Luckily, there's a few
This podcast
tapings
is
of
all
this
right.
that have survived. So,
Say again?
so luckily, there's been like a few tapings of wrestling that survived the times.
Yeah, a few of them. There's
We
like a
could-
few
we
hours.
can get to them.
We got a few hours.
Yeah, I think they've got a little bit of content
Yeah.
that
By
we
the-
can check out.
Shout out to Peacock for giving us a little bit of content to work with for our wrestling podcast.
Yeah, there's just
For those of you listening, there was hard air quotes there.
minute amount
hard.
of
Horde.
What was
It's
that?
so
What was
odd.
that number we looked up the other day?
15,000 hours.
Yeah.
oh my
Holy
god.
shit.
That was just when they were still WWE Network.
Oh, God.
And
So,
and
there's
even,
more?
Even that was like 6 years ago. Like that number was from like 6 years ago.
Oh, my God. So, it's like 16, 17.
Even by the time
17,000.
they've archived things, there's probably still 15,000 hours
What you guys are trying to say is we're going to be 45 when we finish this podcast.
probably.
Cool. All right.
Yep.
Our grandkids are going to continue this for us.
Exactly.
work.
We'll pass it on.
Yeah.
It'll be grandfathered in.
I'm tired of this, Grandpa. This is too damn bad.
You keep talking.
There's still 12,000 hours of content to watch.
We spent 40 years on this. We only got 3,000 hours. You better get to going. We got 5 more generations.
Better get working.
And they're still adding content, so freshen up. Let's go.
And I always appreciate a good fan sign. They're not always good,
No.
but when they're good, they're really good.
Yeah.
And it makes me mad that I'm not as creative as half of these people.
What are some of your favorite fan signs you've ever seen?
Oh, God, man.
I got one. How about the Ric Flair woo, but it just goes.
Everybody
Like,
brought an O.
Everybody's got like
Who's the W? Who's the W? Okay, you sit all the way on the left. And then just, oh.
yeah. WWE hands out a lot of these signs. Even
Yeah.
back then, I believe that they handed out a lot of those signs. So, I mean,
always like the Degeneration X era signs
yeah,
because everybody was like full force into suck it.
yeah,
Yeah.
Like,
You would see suck it all
Everywhere.
Oh, get ready to suck
get
it.
ready to suck it.
The chain gang. Fucking chain gang wristbands.
Cena and them Air Jordans.
Like, dude, it's so
Right.
to me, it's like it's very interesting. I know this is kind of like I don't know, whatever. It's like WWE has brands within brands. It's like brandception. So like the Rated R Superstar, I mean, it's a gimmick, but it's kind of a brand in a sense, like because you can sell
There's
merchandise.
shirts, there's
Yeah,
hoodies,
yeah, yeah.
there's
All-
hats, there's beanies.
The
there's-
chain
Every
gang.
wrestler has their own
Brand,
Yeah.
exactly. Like Undertaker, there's all the
You notice how they all have like a logo of their own? you
yes,
know?
everyone's got like a like the little symbol, the thing.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
I
a-
feel
that-
like that kind of determines how far you go too.
True. If
Because
Yeah,
then,
if you
they
can
don't
sell,
then they
have
get
one
the
of those.
financial metric on you. Like,
Right.
okay, we all know the fans like you.
but who's buying shit?
Who's buying your stuff?
I remember
Who's
Who's
rocking
Sting.
your
I remember
shit?
Sting at one point was like one of the
Oh
biggest
my God,
merchandise
dude.
sellers in the whole business.
Top 3
Like, oh,
all-time,
dude, I love
all-time
Sting.
wrestlers on my list.
Steve motherfucking
Sting, really?
Borden.
Oh yeah, I've
bro.
always loved Sting, dude.
Nice.
He's always been one of my favorites.
Dude.
I even liked '80s Sting,
Even like Surfer Sting.
Oh yeah.
Surfer Sting.
Yeah,
like,
dude.
I liked him.
Yeah,
like,
dude, he's still good for sure. I
He
definitely
kinda
love the
had-
Crow thing more, but like,
yeah, no, for sure. Like,
Like-
as soon as he went to the Crow thing, yeah, that was
like
it.
that was clearly
Do
he
you
found
do you
it.
remember the
He-
Wolfpack NWO?
Where he went red?
black. Oh, dude, the red black one was my favorite.
That was dope
I was like, that's
looking,
some
dude.
Darth Maul shit. I was like, I'm all about that.
Dude, that was I remember one Halloween. I was like, do I go white paint, red paint? Fucking
Do I
red
go
paint, bro.
Red Sting or White Sting? Which one are we doing?
What are we doing this year? You know?
As a very, very little kid, I was like probably 3 years old. I had a WCW shirt and it had Sting with the red face paint on it.
Nice.
I remember like
I'm gonna look
I mean
for one
I
of
can
those shirts
I can
now.
barely remember that far back, but I remember that shirt was my favorite shirt.
Yeah, dude. He
Dude,
just he's
one day on stage, we're gonna all come out and have red NWO fucking shirts on.
Wolfpack. Be throwing up.
Let's
throwing
come
up.
out as
Wolfpack,
the
bro. Little subtle reference for the fans out there
But
that'll
when he
get it.
started when he started doing that stuff with what was it? The Hulk Hogan NWO.
Dude,
And it's like he'd do that shit where he'd start up in the rafters and he'd like drop down with his baseball bat. I was like, you can't get any better for that for me. I was just like, dude, this dude's it, man. This dude is absolutely it. He even came back for a minute.
Yeah, dude.
Like a few years ago.
Is he still in AEW?
I don't know if he's wrestling now anymore.
I don't know the last. I haven't checked on it, man, because I know like he went to WWE for a while. And
By the way, it took way too long for him to get to WWE.
It did, I'm sure like there was all kinds of reasons for it or whatever.
He probably had
but
a really good contract with WCW and them.
Yeah, I mean,
I think he just went off for a while, didn't he?
Yeah, because he didn't even join WWE after WCW was in.
I think at one point, I think what I read about one time is he had a contract with WCW that like after WCW had been sold, he was making like I think it was like $500 a week, and it was just part of like latent part of their contract, and he did that for like 18 months or something. They just gave him. I'm sorry, yeah. So he made like $9,000 over the course of 18 months because they were just like every single month. Here's $500. Here's $500.
Wow.
Which is, I'm sure some people are like, that's not that crazy amount of money, but it's like when that's coming into you weekly and you're not even working as a wrestler and you're resting, your body.
Yeah.
That's a pretty attractive offer. You know what I'm saying? Like you know how you feel halfway through a tour,
right?
Shit. Like an offer like that is really nice.
I was totally wrong. Sting is with AEW now.
He is still.
He's wrestling still.
63.
Jesus
Freaking
Christ.
A, dude. Dude, I don't even
that
think.
into perspective, how old is like the Undertaker?
I was about to say I don't even think Mark Calloway is 63. Dude, I think he's. I
don't know.
He could be though, man. I'm
57.
Only 57.
Oh wow, dude.
What?
He looks older than 57.
No disrespect,
But
dude.
I think that's just this life. Like,
dude, I don't blame him at all. Considering too, like I feel like the business
Hogan
is
69. Nice.
Hogan's 69.
He goes nice. Dude, I have to imagine though. I don't know why I think this, but I feel like the business is almost tougher on bigger men's bodies.
Oh, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, absolutely.
I'd say so. Yeah.
Oh shit. Oh.
I mean,
just watching that makes me.
Life is tougher on bigger men's bodies.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
If you're 6'9", whether you wrestle or not, you're gonna have some back problems. You're gonna have hip problems.
So the
more
fact
so than if you were 5'8".
So the fact Undertaker looks a little bit older, I feel like some of it has to do with the fact is like he's a big guy. He's a tall like when I say big, I mean he's a tall, thick.
I think what really
individual.
saved him so much is like he was such the dominant character in like 80% of his matches. And so it's like it's not him taking all the bumps every time.
Right.
It's most of the time him making the other guy take it.
That's very true.
He'll take one every once in a minute, but for the most part, he's just handing you your ass the whole time.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
The crossbody rollover.
Rollover, yeah.
Yeah.
Part of me wonders if that was intentional, if they just kind of went with it,
Oh no, intentional for sure. They I've seen that spot worked in many matches.
Oh, you have. That's
yeah.
Interesting. But yeah, like, so and dude, I know this is kind of like everyone's talked about it, but it still needs to be said. Like the fact that Taker and Sting never had that match.
Man,
I don't even care that they're older.
I'd still watch
I'd still watch it, dude.
Put him in a match.
I don't even care because clearly Sting's still doing it.
I think Taker like retired.
Officially
right?
retired.
I think he was.
Watch him show up at AEW.
He's
though,
about.
just to fuck Sting
I think
up.
he's about to get inducted.
Oh, to the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he's like actually on.
The only thing
Which that's what
keeping
makes
him
me
from
think
the Hall
he-
of Fame was his own career. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
He
They were just
stayed
waiting until he
wrestling.
was like, okay, I'm done.
And then,
I'll take
now
I'll
we
take
can
the
induct
Hall
you.
of Fame
He
now.
could have retired in 2005 and gone into the Hall of Fame.
Oh, for
He
sure.
could have retired
For sure.
Yeah, like
Yeah, literally, he had such a great career that I would even care to say, even if he retired in the 90s,
yeah, because
he would have had a big enough career, even at that point, to be a Hall of
His
Famer.
debut was 93, right?
His what?
Debut. It was 93,
Yeah, I think
right?
so. It was a Survivor Series.
It was a
So
Survivor
if he
Series, yeah.
debuted
$1 Million
95
Man that
or
brought
93.
him.
Check this out. If he debuted 93 and then quit the WWE by 2000, then he's undefeated at WrestleMania for 7 years straight.
And already had legendary matches up to that point, even.
Right.
Like tons of like.
And then Brock Lesnar had to come in and ruin it.
For real, dude. That's my one vendetta that I'm never gonna let go of.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hold that grudge till I die.
I've heard Paul Heyman talking about it, but it was like, man, still
horrible idea.
Because Paul Heyman's explanation of it, like, honestly, like, kind of gave it the most light. Because his thing was like, he was like, if Undertaker was gonna lose, it has to be to somebody that is worth him losing to.
That's
Which
very
is not
true.
Brock Lesnar.
I mean, like, at that time though, that's when Lesnar was like,
sure.
It's
top of the
and when you
mountain.
think
agree.
like I
but
get like
I still hated it.
like
No,
I
but
I still didn't like
there's people that he's gone against that I feel are way more deserving of that win.
Absolutely,
Like
yeah.
Triple H or HBK.
Yeah,
all those guys.
absolutely.
Ric Flair, I think he went against Ric Flair in fucking WrestleMania. I believe.
Fucking Mick Foley.
dude
Mick
like
Foley let him throw him off the fucking cage,
Come
man.
on.
At that point, let Mick Foley win one.
But the thing is,
Like,
my whole
fuck,
thing
man.
is
That man got
don't
broken
let
half.
anyone win.
Yeah.
Like I thought for sure the streak would never be broken.
honestly,
And,
yeah.
yeah. If
he
I
would
could
have
go
been the
back
only
in
one
time,
though to have been like, yeah, like, that has to stand. I
for
agree.
real. I would
agree
have
completely.
never let that streak.
I'd have
die.
never questioned it.
Never.
but that's the
Like, oh,
thing.
he still
I've-
hasn't lost, but like, hell yeah, he still hasn't lost. Like, that's like, hell
it was
yeah.
I think I heard him in it was someone talking about hold on, I gotta change the battery.
Oh, there it comes.
Oh
I think we're seeing the end of the match here.
Yeah, put him in the STFU.
If Edge doesn't tap here, there's gonna be an FU coming.
Pretty sure he taps here.
but anyway, what I was gonna say
Yeah,
about
tap. So Cena
Done.
retains the no,
Yeah.
he
he
gains.
wins
gains the title back.
Yes.
because he won it in the Hell in a Cell, and then
Before this,
yeah, like he won the title, and then Edge cashed in his Money in the Bank right at the
Gotcha.
end of that match while Cena was like all jacked up, no chance. Have you watched? It's kind of like newer-ish, where Goldberg has come back. Like
yeah,
he
I've
came
seen
back
a little bit
Have
when
you-
he faced Brock Lesnar.
and he beat him in
fucking
5
whooped his ass.
seconds.
How about Goldberg and Undertaker at WrestleMania?
Dude, yeah.
Son of a bitch. If you can let Goldberg plow Brock Lesnar
Dude, like that
that
one, like that clip is
Then,
so
I mean,
great.
why would you ever let Brock Lesnar
Yeah.
beat Undertaker in WrestleMania?
He just he comes in, he spears him like what 2 or 3 times in a row, puts him in the jackhammer,
Yeah.
and then it was over, and everyone's like,
Yeah,
30
dude.
second
Okay.
match.
like, what the
Honestly,
fuck?
like I said, I'm gonna hold the grudge forever. Because even if it was Undertaker's idea, which it very possibly was, even if it was his idea, shit idea.
Respect you,
You didn't
shit
think that
idea.
one through very
Love
well.
you, Undertaker, but if that was your idea, worst idea ever.
I think ultimately it was one of those things because I've heard people say about him that he just wanted that last match to be good enough to just end the career. To say it was my final match was lived up to what I would want my final match to be, and he just like
Because like you watch him like get up and like slowly like
'Cause-
went back to like back up the aisleway and stuff. It's like like it
it's
felt like okay, this is it.
Yeah.
that was
There's-
everything else I had left in the fucking tank.
there
that-
was nothing else in Undertaker's career that he's done for the first time at that point.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That was his first time getting up in that ring and walking back as the loser in WrestleMania.
yeah.
That was his first time out of a 20-something year career.
Yeah,
you know?
dude.
To me, like, I
Well,
don't know what.
and that's just in the WWE, not even counting all the
Right.
years he's put into the business
I don't know
prior to it.
what he felt at that moment, but to me that was just absolutely heartbreaking. I'm like, as a kid,
'Cause that wasn't even his last match.
Never gonna happen.
Yeah,
you know?
because that wasn't even his
He's
last
not
match.
supposed
Nah,
to lose.
and it should have been.
Yeah.
You know, if
It-
he's gonna lose in WrestleMania, that's got to be the end.
Yeah, it was. It was definitely a letdown for sure. Because I remember the streak was one of those things I look forward to every WrestleMania.
What did he say?
He's gonna rip your face. I don't know.
I don't know either.
Have you seen Lita now? Still hot.
She's vegan.
Still hot.
She takes. I didn't
Hacksaw
say it
Jim
like it was supposed to
Duggan.
affect it in a negative way.
What is this? Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
Oh my God, that's perfect. But I said,
That's how
he's
we're
like,
gonna end,
he's like, man, Lita looks good. I'm like, yeah, man, she's a vegan. He goes, I still think she's hot. That was so good.
You know, I think being a vegan maybe takes your hot points down.
Oh, there's another match.
I mean, it
after
keeps
this.
you looking hot, I
Mark
guess.
Henry
Yeah,
and
But
Kurt
in a way,
Angle.
it takes
I didn't
away.
know that
Sorry
one.
for all the people out there that are vegan. I'm sure there's so many of you.
We're not sorry.
You do you.
I'm sure your brittle bones can pick up the phone to listen.
Be yourself by yourself.
Be yourself by yourself. And then what was that next lyric? Stay away from me.
Stay away from me.
I'm just. We love you, vegans. I mean, I couldn't do
don't
what
have
you
to
do,
Stay away.
but you don't have to stay away.
You
You
don't
can
have
come
to
hang out, but I'm gonna eat meat in front of you, and I'm
Bring-
probably gonna eat a lot of it too.
Just bring your own dish to the cookout.
BYOD.
Cover yourself, and then we'll all be good.
Man, I forgot Henry had his championship run. Is this who's got the title at this point?
Kurt Angle.
Kurt does. Okay.
And that's what ties him into the triple threat with Randy Orton and Rey Mysterio at WrestleMania 22.
It's for the heavyweight, isn't it?
Because I believe he is the champion.
Yeah.
Coming into WrestleMania 22. I think.
We'll see.
I've always been back and forth about Kurt Angle. I like him, and then I don't like him, and then I like him, and then I don't like him.
Overall,
He's
like
got
him
some
again.
he's got some great runs for sure. And
But
there's
I feel
other
like
runs I'm
those
not so hot on.
feelings that I get from him tell me that, like, the caliber of wrestler he is.
He's
yeah.
the fact when he's a
kinda what he
heel,
was
you
supposed to
legitimately hate him
Exactly.
shows you how
Like,
good of a
exactly,
performer he
'cause
is.
If you had no feelings towards him, obviously it's.
Exactly. That's kind of one of the problems I feel with with the new WWE people is I don't love anybody, but I also don't hate anybody, and I
Yeah.
kind of need to hate
You
somebody.
gotta have a bad guy. There
You-
has to be a bad guy.
You know, like yeah, exactly. You have to have that sort of that heel, that the yin to the yang. You know.
Right.
And so when, like, I feel like sometimes without a good, like, either a gimmick or someone with good promo work or charisma, it's very hard for me to, like, really give a shit.
Yeah.
You know?
And for me, in my opinion, Kurt Angle was never super heel. He was never super face.
He always
He
seemed
was
kinda
always
middle of the road.
He would
Yeah.
go, he would
But he was always
fluctuate.
a super performer. You know?
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
For sure.
The stamina. He always had a really good stamina.
Hey, Mark Henry, you suck. I love that. That's the "you suck" thing is fantastic. I love that.
During
That's
his,
hilarious.
Like walk-in thing, like da da. You
suck.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this. Mark Henry coming out with Daivari. Was that his name?
I don't remember.
I forgot that this guy was like a manager of sorts for a number of wrestlers back in the day.
Man.
So these are like,
He was the manager for the Great Khali.
yeah.
That's right.
He was like his like translator.
Yeah, and I think he was a wrestler. Maybe. at
I
some
don't think
point.
he ever like wrestled. I'm sure he's probably been in a few.
I think he's got the
bumps,
training
but-
though. Like I think he is a
Yeah,
wrestler.
I think
but-
everyone has to have at least some sort of.
Sure. Yeah.
Because what's more fun than taking the manager dude and like tossing his ass? You know, like especially when it's like when they're doing like the ref distracting moves and stuff.
Oh, is this before Mark Henry comes out to 3-6 Mafia?
Yes,
I didn't hear the 3-6 Mafia theme song.
I think this is coming out of the. What is it?
Sexual
Sexy-
Chocolate.
Sexual
Yeah,
chocolate.
this,
No
this
way.
is coming out of Sexual Chocolate
Look
because this
up-
is going into World's Strongest Man.
Look up when he finishes or when he ends the Sexual Chocolate persona.
See, because for some reason, I guess they have to go from Mark Henry being Sexual Chocolate to Viscera. They're making that slow shift. Like you're gonna
Viscera, you're gonna come out looking like a grape tonight.
exactly. You're gonna wear purple.
Yes, I'm Viscera.
Call back to the
Bar-
old Mabel
fucking
days.
Barney.
Call back to the Mabel days. You know.
Yeah, dude, Mabel. Before he was Viscera. I think ever since he, like, I'm gonna need to check myself on
You
this.
dick.
But
No, I'm just
I
kidding.
think as soon as he became Viscera, he was sexual. You know, because back in the day, I think he was tag teamed up with what's that guy? Val Venus.
So
There was a time though I thought Viscera was like he was Ministry of Darkness. I thought
Yes,
that's where he got.
yes,
I thought
he
that's where
was.
he became Viscera.
Maybe.
I thought
You're
thought
probably
so.
right about that.
Don't know though.
I think I'm wrong.
So
but,
what were you gonna say, Ryan?
okay,
we got
so,
info.
In '98, do you guys remember the Nation of Domination?
Kinda, yeah.
Farouk, The Rock, Kama, D'Lo Brown,
Yes.
and Mark Henry. That's when
Yes.
he was Sexual Chocolate.
When did it end?
Let's see. Okay, I'm sorry. '99, he took the nickname Sexual Chocolate. Let's see.
I'm gonna order some pizza.
Heavy D's?
I'm gonna order some heavy D's. You
Fuck yeah.
I'm gonna go check something real quick.
So he was feuding with Viscera during the time that he was Sexual Chocolate.
Mark Henry was.
Yes.
Wow. So when did Viscera become Viscera? Like from Mabel to Viscera? Was it when he was in a like a faction with the Undertaker and a handful of other dark looking dudes?
So Mabel would stick around until '96. And then he came back in '99. The 1999 Royal Rumble, Mabel returned only to be abducted by the Undertaker and renamed Viscera.
So cool.
So Undertaker took him into the what was the name of his group that he had?
I know.
Because he had fucking ADA too.
Yeah, he had APA.
APA, sorry.
He had all
Game
of
of
those.
games.
I don't remember what it's called.
Was
The Ministry.
Ministry, yeah.
Yes.
So he became Viscera when Undertaker took him into the Ministry.
So I'm just saying, like, you made a comment earlier about how, like, if you're the henchman of the guy, you kind of get, like, a kick in the ass.
Yeah, but I think the more we talked about it, I think I'll change my thing to about 60-40.
I would say so, too. But, dude, how cool is it, like, when your character is Mabel, and, I mean, give or take,
It's
whatever
kind
Mabel
of
was,
a,
you know, who
it's
cares?
kind of a boring name.
A little bit, and
It's an
he
old
kind of
lady
had a
name.
lame. It was kind of a lame gimmick, right?
Yeah, a little bit.
Imagine being repackaged as, hey, the Undertaker's gonna come abduct you and rename you, and you're gonna be this big, dark, scary motherfucker. Like,
Yes, win. Can you sign me up? Let's
such
go.
a good, like, wonderful way to like come back, you know.
Yeah, especially if it's somebody like the Undertaker doing that for you.
And that was the first time I think he had those white,
the white contacts. Yeah,
Looks so cool.
It did look super cool.
My created wrestler in WWE 2K22, he's got those contacts, you know. Had to do it.
Well, I mean, it's necessary. It's either that or you put him in a giant green morph suit.
Yeah, something like that. I miss the days where you could literally like morph the body of your created wrestler.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
you could make his arms like just 9 feet long.
Yeah.
You know?
Just walking around like a Slender Man.
For real. Yeah, I totally forgot that this was in the Royal Rumble 2006.
Yeah, I forgot about this match too.
Like the fact
I
that
forgot
John
they had like
Cena-
a whole ass feud between these two.
Yeah. The fact that John Cena and Edge weren't the main event just like surprises me.
Because it's like I love the big guys, but the part that I always have trouble with like the big giant guys is like the matches are always at their pace.
Slow.
Yeah,
It's slow as shit.
it's true.
Because it's like you compare this one so far to the Cena Edge fight,
It's a lot slower
and
paced.
those two were just 100 miles an hour the entire time, and it's like Mark Henry just kind of lumbers around, throws a few bear hugs, slams Kurt a couple times, and kind of walks back around.
Right.
And it's like,
But I mean, the second you see the little guy pick up the
oh
big
yeah,
guy,
completely
You know?
vindicated immediately.
Yeah,
like,
I
oh my
think,
god.
I think Kurt Angle puts the angle slam on Mark Henry in this
Uh-huh.
one, and if I'm
Ooh.
not mistaken, it was pretty well pulled off.
Do you ever watch the clip where it's Lesnar and Big Show, and Lesnar super suplexes Big Show off the turnbuckle.
Yes.
Yeah,
and the
like
whole
a
ring
ring.
just fucking collapses.
I'm
Love it.
embarrassed to admit this. I've never seen the full match. You know,
The full
I've just
match
seen
is
the
good.
clip. Yeah.
The full match is really good.
we gotta watch that.
It's
for sure.
it's got that that Big Show pacing because it's Big Show.
Right.
But honestly, Lesnar makes up a lot for that because Lesnar's in his he's really big and jacked up, but he's nimble like a cat stage. So it's like now Brock Lesnar looks like Rey Mysterio compared to what the Big Show's doing. So I just remember that super suplex and the whole thing just dude, just falls all the way down to the ground. And the whole stadium just loses their fucking minds.
So, dumb question. Was that really was that supposed to happen?
Yeah.
Okay, because I didn't honestly. I didn't know. I never
ring
knew.
falling?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, they.
that
Yeah,
was,
they
rigged it, to
rig
do
it
that?
so it'll do
Okay.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's
Well,
it's a spot. Yeah.
I mean, you think about the Royal Rumble a minute ago when there's 12, 13 dudes out there. All those guys are 200 plus
Yeah,
pounds
they
of
all
muscle.
weigh a whole lot more. than
And they're all
Brock
jumping,
Lesnar.
slamming each other around and didn't
Makes
break.
sense.
So it's to me, I feel like they had to have
they had to
pulled a pin somewhere
Right.
just so because it doesn't snap. It the legs just kind of fall over.
Exactly,
The ropes
kinda
go loose and it just the whole thing just shifts down.
Yeah.
It feels like it had to have been.
a little bit set.
All
How
right,
about-
Jimmy, roll under there and pull that pin out from under there. Dude, fuck you. There's 800 pounds of dude above me.
How am I getting
get
out
your
again?
fucking ass in there, Jimmy.
You guys got a remote I can press?
You guys are lucky I worked at state fairs.
So how about the times where this has happened to Mankind a handful of times. German suplex, where he breaks through the floor of the ring.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Obviously, those are done on purpose.
Mm-hmm.
But were all of them on purpose?
I think anytime someone came up from under the ring, it had to have been on purpose.
No. Went through it.
Oh,
Got
went through
slammed
it?
Through it.
I feel like that has to be an accident.
There's
Angle
the angle slam right there. God dang.
I feel like that has to be an accident. Maybe they hit a weak spot.
Right.
One,
Well, a
one
lot of them
spot
are
that
on
wasn't
purpose.
Maybe.
A lot of them are on purpose. I know that. But
Well, I mean, it's
there was that
falls,
one
breaking
time
through.
Mankind fell through the cage into the ring. It was with Triple H.
Ugh,
He
yeah.
through the cage into the ring and dented the fucking
Yeah, that was
the
not
mat.
planned.
They might do that kind of thing too for Impact. Less
it might be so.
dampening.
Yeah.
You
yeah.
just fall him that far, kind of make it weak, so that way it's
So
he's
it's
not
cushioned.
bouncing off the surface, but he's
Yeah.
at least kind of
Because you know that
somewhat
spot.
landing on something.
You know that spot in the ring's
the
got to
ref-
have tons of cushioning and
Oh,
shit.
absolutely.
Guys, we officially have our first referee oversell. Because all you got to do is do this to a ref, and he's fucking gone.
And they have to play knocked out for the next 10 minutes.
Yeah,
And
so
another
just
ref
long
has
enough
to
for
come in
somebody
and
to
has
grab a
to
chair.
finish it.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
then as
there's
soon
the
as that
bar.
happens, you get to do all the fun stuff like that. Crack people with chairs.
Yep. Meanwhile, the ref is just kind of got one eye barely open, kind of watching what's going on.
Half-ass keeping an eye on it, yeah.
Oh, no. No.
By the way, Heavy D's has been ordered.
Shout out Heavy D's.
Every if we can make this weekly, if we will.
Man,
We will
there's the
plug
low
Heavy
blow.
D's every time we can. If we have to plug them 30 times in one episode,
You gonna
We
hear
will.
it. You
We're
gonna
gonna
hear
do
it.
somebody please go eat there.
I love the pizza.
Everybody please go
Ooh, dude.
Jesus Christ. Look at the cell. Look at the cell. Wonderful cell by Mark Henry.
That was
God
great.
damn. He's like
Well,
kind
because
of
that's
blindly
realistic.
swinging.
I feel like that's the most realistic sell.
He's like,
For real.
It has to take at least 2 shots to knock this dude down. It has to.
Mark Henry kicks out of 2 headshots.
Look at the ref. Look at his feet. Did you see? What are you doing?
Hey, that
That's so funny.
that referee specifically, man, I remember him more than any of the other refs in the Ruthless Aggression era.
There's a couple Raw guys who have that kind of look. That I'm like, oh, that
Yeah.
guy. It's that guy.
Yeah. Like a lot of them, I became very familiar with. I'm like, oh, that's that one ref. Like I didn't know their names.
Oh,
right?
for sure,
But
yeah.
I recognized them completely. This
That
bleach-haired
shit right
guy,
there,
I
man.
remember him a lot. Like there was many times where I love whenever one of the wrestlers pushes the ref, and then the ref pushes him back, right? And it's like, oh shit, the ref ain't taking no shit.
Oh.
Rolled up the big guy.
And use the rope.
Dirty pin,
With the rope.
leverage.
That ref.
Heavyweight champion.
Here's your championship. Give me that damn championship.
The ref's like,
You concussed ass.
still champion.
Oh. What?
Oh yes.
Oh, I love
Oh,
this
yes.
here. I remember what happens here.
Oh. Taker?
He's back.
Absolutely.
Taker
that
is.
fucking bell, man. Dong.
This was
Oh,
a moment
dude.
of returning, I believe, because
Yep.
I think he was gone for a little bit.
Did he get.
Because this is
did-
2006, so he was just the American badass, like just a little
Do you
bit.
wanna
Like
know how-
3
do you want-
years ago,
do you
maybe.
wanna know how long?
Less.
Do you want to know how long he's gone before he pops up and do this? I have the answer.
Yeah.
5 weeks.
Oh my god,
Really? How'd
dude.
you know?
I told you. I did research.
Ron's
I did some
Nice.
research.
not fucking around, dude.
So he was gone for
He was gone for 5
a little
weeks.
over a month.
Yeah.
Yeah, he took a month off.
Yep.
Taker
pretty
took a
much.
month
Yeah,
vacation
quick question.
and a week to
this
train.
Isn't the first time. No, actually, no. I know the answer to that. This is not the first time he comes back as regular Taker.
No.
He does
He had
these
Survivor
times.
Series 03
2004
or
is
something.
when he came back as regular Taker because he went against Kane.
in 03 and got
Yes.
buried and then came back
Got
in
buried,
04 as
came back.
this.
Because that coffin match with him and Kane is like.
By the way,
Yeah.
when he comes back that first time, remember he had the beard. He had the full beard.
Yeah. Taker with a full beard.
And he
is
had it
weird.
for like 2 weeks, and then he got rid of it. And I thought that would have been, a really cool angle for. It's like he's been.
Call Vince like, listen, Taker. You gotta shave that beard.
My merchandisers are having a
beard-
conniption
that
fit.
beard's
Do we
not
make a
working.
toy with the beard? Do we make a toy without the beard?
Get the goatee back. But yeah, this is another foreshadowing to WrestleMania 22. It actually ends up being Taker versus Mark Henry. But I don't know why. I mean, I don't remember all the details.
Yeah, I do remember Taker and Henry going in
It
a.
was Taker and Henry in WrestleMania 22. Kurt Angle's part of the triple threat with Rey Mysterio and Randy Orton.
So he V's off into that storyline. That's right.
Yes.
By the way,
those that lightning,
Uh-huh.
total CGI.
That's exactly how the ring breaks when
Jesus
Lesnar.
Christ.
That's exactly.
That
how it
literally,
breaks.
as
That's
we
why I
speak
think
about it-
has to be rigged because
Yeah.
that's like
It's
way
like-
too of a controlled.
Absolutely. The magic of The Undertaker. So, I mean,
Yeah.
it takes two normal guys. Well, I say normal. Two 300-pound guys
Two
to
massive
break a
human
ring.
beings.
It takes Taker's.
Taker's mind power
his little
can,
mind
can
grip.
just destroy
He's
a
the
ring.
goddamn phenom. I don't want to have you question it.
This is the
I will
thing.
not have you question it.
The
And then-
most OP wrestler of all time ever.
Oh yeah,
Taker.
but I feel like it's deserved.
Oh, for sure.
He
And
does,
that
he does
far.
it right.
and that right there, ladies and gentlemen, is the end of the Royal Rumble 2006. I thought that was a damn good Royal Rumble.
yeah.
I did not expect the little Taker turn at the end. I totally forgot about
Hey
that.
man,
For sure.
you gotta love the Taker.
'Cause-
I forgot about a lot of that.
'cause-
Like, honestly.
Was he introducing that to feud with Henry or to feud with Kurt Angle for a little bit?
You know, I don't know if the plans were totally like determined back then.
It was just
because it looked like Undertaker versus Kurt Angle for the heavyweight belt.
That's what. Yeah,
You know, he was staring at Kurt, the winner, with the belt and all that. But
it's kind of setting it up, you know.
For
But I don't
some-
know
yeah.
if that ever.
we're gonna have to like do a thing where we go from this Royal Rumble all the way up into WrestleMania 22 and make that a segment.
Dude,
so we
I
can
think
find out.
you guys let us know in the comments. I feel like a road to WrestleMania would be a cool little series thing to do,
Yeah.
where we could literally go from like this Royal Rumble and walk it up to WrestleMania, and then
Sure.
pick like 05 and go
Yeah,
from
and
that
if-
Royal Rumble, walk it to the WrestleMania.
If we want
Absolutely.
to, we can kind of segue as we go. So, like, you know, like this segment can be called, you know, Road to WrestleMania 06.
06, yeah.
But also, like, if we're not, you know, in the mood to go straight to that next, you know, episode or whatever for that week, you know, we can also jump into another thing and start another segment. We can do multiple segments at the same time.
Yes, this podcast will have lots of flexibility, and
There's so much
Gonna be moving
content.
around.
So
yeah, we're gonna be doing lots of stuff because really, this is just us doing some fun shit that like we may one day start doing stuff chronologically and then interrupt it because we wanted to watch a special match from our childhood. You know, you're gonna get it all, guys.
Maybe even random specific wrestler deep dives.
I would love that. See, that would be cool. Just do a whole episode about one particular character. I would love to do something like that.
In the business for so damn long, like their careers span back decades.
Yeah, a lot to cover.
Like, you know?
We could literally go watch matches and stuff because they have little profile things, if I'm not mistaken, here on the WWE. I don't know what Peacock's little deal they got. I guess it's not WWE 24/7 anymore, which is funny because in the background, in the banners up in the rafters, you would see those.
I remember the commercials for that shit.
But like if you go over here to Superstars,
you can just pick.
You can pick
the John Cena experience.
Like literally like
pass.
And this is like I picked Batista, and so it's like some of Batista's like
all of his biggest matches.
His biggest matches, you know.
Very cool.
So yeah, you can pick a
Fucking love
superstar,
Batista.
dude.
Okay, so I'll be the first. To
Shout
vote
out to
for
my
Jeff Hardy.
cousin Brian Chavez, who looks exactly like Dave Batista. We used to call him Batista back when everybody was watching wrestling because he looked exactly like Dave Batista.
Nice.
So yeah, literally all the superstars that you can think of, I think they have the A to Z type thing here. So if you wanted, man,
we got a lot of stuff to bring out here.
So yeah, if we want to go through Taker, we could literally go through like.
Wow.
Like,
I remember that Jeff Hardy match. Such a good.
Because that was during televised, wasn't it?
I don't remember.
Oh, the Jeff Hardy match.
Mm-hmm. I think it was during COVID, and so they it wasn't that whole match televised on it, like not televised.
They probably did.
It was like on a set somewhere.
I'm talking like the old.
Okay.
Jeff Hardy versus American Badass.
There's like a newer one where I think it's.
Oh, sorry.
I think it's them too, because there's a meme of like Undertaker standing behind him, and he's just like he's like half-assed out of breath.
Yeah. So I mean, there's a lot we can get into. So please let us know if you guys are out there listening and you want us to dive into a certain era of WWE/WWF or WCW, ECW. If you guys want us to check out certain characters or certain pay-per-views, whatever, just let us know. We'll jump into it and we'll say stupid shit.
Yes, we'll have a lot of fun like we did today. So if you guys want to get like the news when the next episode is dropping, go to KIRRAmusic.com/wrestling, and yeah, you can join our little wrestling email list to know when all the new episodes are coming out. Plus, we'll do a little behind the scenes stuff, talking about stuff.
Yeah.
May even do some fun promos. We'll see.
You guys always remember, take your vitamins. What is it? Drink your milk. Say your prayers. What did Hulk Hogan say back in the day?
Dude,
who cares?
I'm gonna tell you, dude.
Eat your vitamins. Wait.
Say your prayers.
Eat
your vitamins.
Say your milk. And
get
take your vegetables.
Take your vegetables. Say your prayer. Say your vitamins. Take your prayers. Oh yeah.
Y'all have a good one. Thank you. We're gonna go eat some Heavy D's pizza.
Yeah.
Heavy D's.
Who knows? You may see us
Heavy D's.
eating on another episode of KIRRA's
Good
Wrestling
night
Podcast.
and suck it.
Good night. Suck it.